Mark Collins,
yes.
When is this going to be over?
I know. I think we're all kind of, done with the cold weather
done.
smell
That's why
for
we
a
moved to
while.
Florida.
It was
Right.
nice, a nice
It
little
was
change.
a nice little switch
No,
up,
it
right?
wasn't cold.
Able to get outside, do a little snowboarding here in Jacksonville this morning. I love that.
Video of you?
Oh, maybe on the web. You can always check it out there,
You did
right?
great this morning.
Well, tonight it won't be as cold as last night. In some locations, certainly other locations, we'll see temperatures just as cold, but then we'll be warming up tomorrow afternoon, and that warm up will carry us right through the weekend, and finally we'll get back into some 70s. Making the headlines, the thaw, but not tonight. In fact, you'll have frost on your car tomorrow morning because there's more moisture in the atmosphere. The beaches will be warmer, but it'll be chillier inland, and by tomorrow afternoon we'll be dealing with warmer temperatures. You can see these clouds. It almost was like if you're out on the boat, it'd be like a foggy San Francisco day. It's not fog, but it's just a low deck of stratocumulus clouds and all that cold air. You can just visually see how this cold air is just flowing down over the warm air, and eventually those winds, which have switched to the northeast, have brought some of those clouds back on shore. And early this morning there were actually some snow flurries down around the Cape. As we talked about yesterday, the flurries would be south of us and not over us because of that trajectory off the water. There's more onshore here near the concave shape of the coastline, but certainly we're not seeing a whole lot in the way of clouds in the interior spots, but along the beaches tonight we'll have those clouds keeping it a little bit warmer, and certainly you can see that effect right now where St. Augustine Beach is 46 degrees, but it's 10 degrees colder inland at the airport, and Brunswick real chilly at 34, and you're not going to have the benefit of the clouds up here. Now last night or early this morning the low was 28 there. Airport did not set a record, 26 degrees. We had to get down to 20. Temperatures were just a little bit above what was forecasted because those winds were so strong. They never really let down, but tonight the winds will let down, and that's why in the inland spots we'll get down to 27 with 37 along the beach. But notice by 11 o'clock already starting to see 32 degrees in some of those inland spots. So we won't have a freeze along the beach, but the inland spots will start to freeze by around 1 a.m. for a 6 to 8 hour freeze, and then about 11 o'clock is when we'll start to freeze west of Highway 301 for a freeze duration of 8 to 12. That qualifies for another hard freeze. But as you can see from forecasted highs, we warm up tomorrow 56, much warmer than today, and by Saturday 66 degrees, and even by Sunday here we are at 70. So mild dry weather to take us through the weekend, and winds and seas will eventually be calming off for boaters, but seas tomorrow still around 4 to 6 feet with a low tide at 11:24 in the morning. Here's your 5-day dry forecast taking us through next week with highs in the mid 70s and nighttime lows rebounding, but we just have to get through this one last freeze.